Well, hey everybody. My name is TheRyanKing, and I'm here with Pixelated Apollo. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, I'm doing great, and we have just a boring siege. No, I'm just kidding. This
Uh,
one's exciting.
yeah, it is definitely exciting. It's a wintry siege.
Yeah,
Check out the snow.
yeah.
And we are playing as Venice and France in this
Yes,
defense.
yes. I am playing as France, and I guess I'll just go ahead and go over my army right now. Um, they're kind of all piled up right now, but you'll understand what we have here. But I've got 4 units of feudal knights, 3 units of chivalric knights, and my general is in one of those units. Then I have 4 units of crossbowmen, and then I
Spread
have
out along the
yeah,
walls.
there's somewhere,
Yep.
somewhere
Oh yeah,
around
you're
here.
over on this west or east wall.
Yeah, I'm holding against Sicily. Yeah, here they are. I've got 4 units of crossbowmen, like I said, and then 2 units way near the keep over here, like emergency
Yeah.
unit here to defend, returning or retreating units. Are they're called crossbow militia, and then lastly I have two. Where are they? Pike militia. Oh, they're in the town
I
center as
actually
well.
looked at them first.
Yeah. Two pike militia. One has a golden defense, and the other one just has silver. By the way, everyone except for a couple of units have a bronze shield defense. Oh, and lastly, I have 3 units of noble French knights.
The
Three
good
units.
old pole
Yeah.
arms.
So that is our army.
Yep, and we'll cover my army, which is the Venetian army. I have a unit of Pavi's crossbow militia holding the walls. Beside them, we have some dismounted midden arms. I have 1 unit. I also have 3 units of dismounted broken lances, and I have a lot of armor and attack upgrades. Very fancy looking dudes. We also have somewhere 2 units of Venetian. Here they are, Venetian archers. 1 unit of dismounted feudal knights, and who am I missing? Oh, 4 units of Venetian heavy infantry. These are very, very strong units. My general is in the center left unit.
Our men are under attack.
And
we need to act.
Back in this, or not in the square, actually, back in the street, almost to the square, we have 2 units of pike militia. Now, these are very cheap, but I did put gold defense on them to absorb fire from the enemy. And we're burning siege towers. Holy crap, look at all of those.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll go over the rules quickly because this battle is going pretty quick here. The rules were no arty and no guns, no elephants, max 3 cav. I think that's it. And the money is huge. This is
a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 18K.
So that's a 9 split between us.
Yeah.
To share.
So we have 9K each, and they have 30. Because it is a 2-layer fortress, they have a ton of money.
Yeah, that's a 12K advantage, which is like them having another teammate and then some, an extra 2,000 on top of that. So that's a lot of money. And
so
they did not spare with their money. I mean, they brought a lot of really fine units. If you want to cover the Holy Romans, because they're about to come in.
Yeah. He's got 4 units of Pavi's crossbowmen. He's got like 2 units of armored sergeants. He's got 4 units of dismounted imperial knights. Let's see here. Then he has
those maces.
Yeah, they are so cool. He's got 1 unit of forlorn hope, and he's got some Zweihander. Let's see, 2 units of those. And what else?
Gothic Knights.
Yeah, Gothic Knights, about 2 units.
Where are those Zweihander or Forlorn Hope?
Oh, they're way in the back near his ladders where he first deployed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he has like 4 units. Let's let that guy finish. He's got 4 units of dismounted feudal knights, I think. 4 or 3.
Very strong. So he brought a lot of infantry, and they have plate armor. They're upgraded, and I'm sure they have attack upgrades as well. I mean, they have.
Oh yeah, I mean they have 30,000 as a team, so I'm sure they have a ton of upgrades.
And they're even battering down the gates. I'm starting to set up a V formation at the gate, but I'm going to quickly go over Sicily, who's also moving forward. He has 40 units of armored sergeants, and these guys are the first units in to take the beating. We also have 4 units of dismounted broken lances, and I think the broken lances are one of the coolest looking units in the game. I mean, that armor is amazing.
The enemy's ram has
Yeah.
breached the gates.
This guy.
I know, he's just going wild.
We also have Sword and Bucklerman. He has 2 units, like Conquistadors. Some dismounted Norman Knights upgraded to plate. They usually look like Latin Con. He has 4 units of them, very tough. And on this side, he has a flanking force of dismounted men-at-arms. He has 4 units, as well as 2 of the 4 that I already mentioned of armored sergeants. So they're flooding. They're already up on the walls.
Yeah.
The
It's a lot faster without artillery.
Way faster.
It's a lot of fun. I like this. I enjoy this way more.
Same here. It's so much more fun. It's so boring to sit there and just wait for the arty rounds to come flying in. We're actually sandwiching. Apollo and I have my Italian troops to the side and his French troops, and we're sandwiching the Gothic and the feudals coming up through the siege tower. This is the only siege tower that made it to the wall. I burnt the rest.
Oh, he has another one.
The level defenses are only 1, by the way. We didn't put more defenses or anything like that.
And we didn't really focus on triggering the towers, you know, like turning them on.
Yeah,
we didn't worry about that.
Yeah, we didn't have to because they didn't have the RD, which is good. He actually tried to the commanders for this battle. We have the Emperor Great Unknown commanding the Holy Roman Empire, and Mayan N77. I hope I said your name right. He's commanding Sicily. The Emperor Great Unknown. Please shut up. Shut up.
He's actually charging through the gate here.
Yeah, he is. What he was. Oh yeah, he was actually. He's charging in on my side too.
Oh yeah, Holy Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Looks
really.
like you're hastily trying to get your defense set up there.
I wasn't ready. I guess I just wasn't. I was like microing a ton. Like
over here, yeah. There's a lot of micro going down.
Because they had siege equipment everywhere. I didn't even notice till it was too late. But our strategy here was to pin them on the walls and then have archers on the ground to fire at them.
Exactly.
So
the Emperor Great Unknown, he actually tried to use his poppies. I
covered
it a little bit, yeah, to shoot at my guys in the gate, but I forced a unit of broken lances out to attack them and to get him to come in. Now he's flooding in with pretty much his entire force into the gate, so I'm just holding with 4 units here.
4 units. Yeah, you're gonna get a ton of
actually,
kills.
no, not 4, because I'm rushing my Venetians away. Heavy archers, excuse me. I always want to say heavy infantry when I say Venetian. But I have a unit in reserve, and I'm using 3 to hold this huge concentration. He's forcing everyone down this one point, which I don't think that's a smart move at all. He's now, we've got the walls just in chaos mode. He's even attacking the French side with your unit sandwiching them again.
Yeah, trying to set up those Holy Roman sandwiches.
We must act now.
Yeah. The Holy Roman sandwich, the hamburgers.
With some French bread.
Yeah. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm actually really hungry. You know what?
Yeah, me too.
Just forget this video. I'm gonna go eat. No.
Yeah, same. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But your noble knights are very noble. They're standing against these broken lances and actually doing a really good job. They're killing.
I mean, it's a suicide mission for them, but
it is.
But someone needs to hold this gate so I don't get outflanked.
Yeah, that's very important.
And it looks like you have some heavy Venetian coming over to support me. They're just taking their time.
You called for my aid, so I decided to send the best of the best to come assist. So I sent my Venetian heavy infantry. He's still trying to flood through, and this is just going to exhaust his units. I'm surrounding them at this point. This is really just not a good position to be in.
This was huge for us. I mean, you're getting so many kills with limited number of units.
And it's too bad the oil isn't working, because if it was, he'd die like that,
Yeah. I wonder if the snow here kind of is like the desert, where it makes them more tired easily.
I'm not sure. I know desert affects Middle Eastern factions. In certain factions, but I'm not sure how it plays on people who are acclimated to it. So that's a good question.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you check out the very top of this map, there is a Aztec temple. I have no idea why. This is, what map was this? Wasn't this like Black Forest?
This is called Black Forest. Now, when this loaded, I was checking out to see where they're attacking from, and I saw this. I was like, what is this? This strange object, this alien, foreign-looking thing. It's like, Apollo, there's this Aztec building here. And he's like, what? And we both look at it and just...
And it's not even covered in snow.
We
Like,
must act now.
Yeah, it isn't. It's like, yeah, I know. It has its own force field.
Yeah.
What it's doing here, I have no idea. It's like the Stonehenge, you know.
Yeah.
That's on maps. It shouldn't be all the time.
But Sicily, if you check out Sicily over here, they have broken. I have defended these walls pretty well, and at this point, we were pretty confident that we wouldn't even have to retreat to the keep.
Yeah, we thought we could actually hold at the walls, and Sicily towards the back, you're doing a great job taking care of these armored sergeants coming up. He's now moving men-at-arms as well up the siege tower, but I mean, they're breaking right there. The armored sergeants are going to pull back. You even have crossbows on the ground. This is such a good position, shooting at the Holy Romans at the wall.
Oh, right,
The
yeah.
force remains.
And look, now we have a huge route from our
The enemy
hamburger
have brothers at
sandwich
the
there.
walls. Repel
And
the attack.
the Holy Romans
Give
broke,
them steel.
Yeah.
which is really, really good. And my gate, I'm starting to be overwhelmed a bit. So we start to go to red alert stage
Right.
and start coming up with an exit strategy back to the gate. And
Yeah,
you always need to have one. You can never do just a mass brazen, charge back, because you'll just end up losing a ton of your units. So you have to plan accordingly. For
You gotta organize the retreat.
Yeah, to fall back, exactly.
We are gonna have to have a couple suicide units to just hold back the enemy while the others retreat, sadly.
Yeah, if you try to charge them all back, that unit will just break and they'll clean them up. So you might as well leave them to protect the rest of your men. My Venetians are doing a great job killing these broken lances with
Only
your
Yeah.
French
half the
troops.
enemy force
Yeah.
remains.
These French troops, by the way, are a unit that was fighting on the walls that I retreated down.
Oh, nice.
Because my pole arms, my noble knights are all pretty much dead. They're no match. But
We
he's
have
charging
a nice
in with...
little sandwich there, though. Yeah, he's trying to rush down.
Times are getting actually... It went from calm and relaxed, like, oh, we got this, to panic mode pretty quickly. Because...
Yeah, the Holy Roman and Sicily are both determined to flood through the gates, which he's managing to do here. I have a unit of broken lances, and that's all that stands between the horde and our armies. So I needed to find a way to get him out. I pulled off a feudal knight unit to fight against this Y-hander from the side, but they broke immediately. This Y-hander have a good attack value.
Yeah.
So we have some units in this corner that we both were using, some crossbowmen, some feudal knights,
Yeah.
and chivalric knights, and we were trying to find, okay, so the Holy Romans were this way, so there's no way we could go that way without getting killed, and the Sicilians were this way, so they would have died that way. So there's a lane in the middle, so we decided to run all of our troops down that alleyway, or this road. So I'm using my pikes as a defensive unit, and I'm trying to protect all the units falling back to the square.
Yeah. The pathfinding really screwed me up, and I told them to run to the keep, and they ran towards the enemy, and I had to sacrifice a chivalric knight
Oh
there.
my! Look at that! Your general chivalric knight unit almost went into the Sicilians, but I was like, dude, they're going the wrong way. And you're like, yeah, the pathfinding sucks, and fortunately, just in time, you ordered them to go down the correct lane, so now they're going with the rest of the men.
I was actually using my general to defend the walls for pretty much the whole time, and that's why they're so weak right now. And I'm trying to retreat them. Yeah, I don't want to lose my general at this point, because it could... I mean, general is important. It gives you good morale, and plus
Very
the
important.
general himself is a great fighter.
Definitely.
But look, he's running back! What the hell?
What is he thinking? Oh, where is he? Oh, now he's going down the right
Now
way.
he is, yeah.
So, I knew he would be coming down that lane, and the Holy Romans could have flooded through and cut him off. So I moved my pike men to guard this road to choke it off. Yeah, so now these men are all safe as long as they don't get attacked from behind.
Yeah,
so they have a free way to get in now.
This is really awesome.
Yeah, then this pike unit,
Our men
like I
no
said, it's
longer
really,
command
really
the
cheap.
castle.
And in a defensive siege, you can really put them to good use. So definitely bring them if you have cheap
Our men have
pike
taken
units
control of
able
the
to be
castle.
recruited. And he's going to try to charge into me with all of his units, so I pull back my Venetian archers and let him run into my pikes, my nasty pike wall, so he decides not to do that.
Yeah,
He
I
wants to
mean,
run
your
into
archers
pikes.
are pretty good. Those Venetian archers are pretty good at melee combat.
Oh, they are, definitely.
So they would have done well for themselves.
And you're maneuvering your pike militia as well to now cover this side, so
Yeah.
that way we're completely covered.
Holding off this choke point against Sicily just in case he tries to try to kill our routed troops. And like he's trying to go for my general
Your
here,
general, yeah.
but too
Run.
slow.
Way too slow. Sorry, men-at-arms.
At this point, I was like, "Oh my God, run!" This is like the
Should've
most
been
exciting
minute
part.
legs.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Minute
really.
late.
So yeah, no, it was really exciting because he was almost there. We saw that the general was gonna make it now pretty much safely. I decided to move my pikes and now put them to protect the general as he pulls back because the men-at-arms are coming and they need to be stopped. Look at him run.
This is a tense moment.
It was very, very, very tense.
Because for a minute there, I really thought my general wasn't going to make it.
And the Holy Roman general is coming to assassinate your general on horseback.
That bastard.
But look at my pikes. They're here to defend.
Yes. Look, they're getting shot
bullets
at.
flying. Yeah.
They're trying so hard.
I know. They really want to take him out, but it's not going to happen. The pikes are here now, and your general is in safe territory.
Safe haven. So that was really cool. That was like the highlight of this whole siege, is getting this general inside our keep.
Yeah, it was a really scary situation because the general was so far, and he was not in a good.
Like I
spot.
thought he was doomed. I thought he was just gonna have to fight.
Same. Fortunately, we came together there.
Yeah. Well played.
Very well played. The Sicilians forming up towards our keep, and the Holy Roman's starting to figure out how he's going to move in as well. So now we're starting to come up with our strategy for how we're going to defend the keep. A lot of our units are battered and bruised. Paulo, a lot of his knights got messed up, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, most of my heavy infantry is gone. I have like one unit that has like 43 men in it, but that's it. Mostly I have crossbowmen, and you have infantry.
Exactly. As well as pikes. You do have the...
I do have pikes. I do have pikes as well. And they're untouched.
They are untouched.
So the pikes are defending this alleyway just a little bit longer, making sure the men get in.
And the defensive pike unit that I used, and it was, if you saw the Holy Romans, they had a long line of Pavis shooting directly at them.
Yeah.
They only lost 24 men taking constant volleys. So
that armor upgrade,
exactly, gold up. Just a little bit of money goes a long way on cheap units like this for absorbing arrow fire. So
yeah, especially for siege.
Definitely very important because they can really take down your strength with their archers if they use them appropriately.
All right, so let's go over the enemy army. Let's see like what they have healthy and what they have left, basically. Sicily has 4 units of very healthy Norman knights. He sent them in last, which I think was pretty smart.
That was definitely a smart move, using them for the final gate push.
It is. I was actually really surprised because like I felt like I was easily beating Sicily, but then I realized he sent up his crappy units first. So, you know, like my men didn't do that well.
Yeah. No, they did. I mean, they definitely did what they needed to do.
Right.
But it was definitely scary because, I mean, he does have a huge force of relatively untouched units.
Yeah,
so,
those Norman knights, and those are very good soldiers.
Very, very good. Not want to mess with the Norman knights. The rest of his units, they are beat up a little bit, though. His this goes to show once again a cheaper unit still making it through armored sergeants. I mean, they pulled through it. He has 3 of them. No, 4. He still has all of his armored sergeants left, which is really awesome. His broken lances are messed up, and he does have a unit of dismounted men-at-arms who are in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Now, the Holy Roman Empire,
You messed him up.
Yeah, he got chewed up here, and I exhausted. If you look at his energy levels here, I exhausted a lot of his men, so he needs time to sit and recuperate because he's tired.
Yeah, I mean, he a lot of his siege equipment got destroyed going to the wall, so he had less, ways of getting into the castle.
Yeah, he did, but he does. I mean, look at all these ladders he left. I mean, he could have grabbed the ladders and came up.
That's true. I guess he wanted to save them for the second layer.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to grab them, though. He has 2 that are just sitting outside of the castle.
I
he
think,
does have...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
Oh, okay. No, you go. No. No, no, what I was saying is that they should have brought more siege equipment because...
Yeah, they definitely should have. It doesn't cost anything for... a lot of you probably think who don't play this game probably costs money. It actually doesn't cost anything to bring siege equipment. So you could bring like 9 siege towers, 9 ladders, and like 7 rams or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we can definitely max those out.
I mean, that was Sicily didn't bring. He brought like 4 siege equipment total, and now he doesn't have any because he used it all in the first wall.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But this is a different kind of siege, and most people don't do this like without having artillery, so their mindset aren't, they're not really thinking about it. So
yeah, it's much easier to attack when you have artillery than it is when you have siege equipment. You have to do a lot more thinking, and the timing is so much more important. If you don't work together with your teammate, and if you don't spread out with your units, if you attack like just 2 points, you're gonna get messed up.
Yeah.
So, but the Holy Roman still has a functional army left. I mean, he has some Zweihander units. He has his Forlorn Hope.
He's got a lot of
awesome
Pavis.
He has Pavis, which we, honestly, we weren't too worried about the Pavis, but we were worried about the hardcore solid infantry that they both have left.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's Norman Knights, and he's got some Zweihander.
Yeah, Zweihander as well as Imperial Knights.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's still a relatively good amount. And if you take a look at the balance bar, it's still in their favor.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the bar. The blue is them. That's a lot.
I forgot
still.
to show the balance bar, but you should look at the balance bar at the beginning of the siege. It's like crazy in their favor. So we did pretty good here. We made it a little bit more even.
It was ridiculous. We were very scared. Like, oh crap, we're probably gonna lose this.
Yeah.
Because if you take a look at the balance bar, it's like a fraction, compared to what they have.
Yeah, because when we were making this game, originally it was like 20,000 to 30,000 money difference, and I was like, Ryan, just make it 17. And you were like, what?
I was like,
17?
I was like, I don't know about that much because, that if 20 to 30, that's a 3v2. That's a legitimate 3v2 right there.
Yeah.
That's more than enough. I mean, this isn't a citadel. This isn't level 2 or 3 defense. This is level 1 fortress. And yeah, fortress is not the easiest thing to attack. But I mean, give me a break. Like, that's just ridiculous. So I was like, okay, well, I'll meet you there, but I'm not going to go that extreme. So we decided on 18.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Which, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Also, I was just going to say, by the way, we do you'll see the results here, but we do another match where we attack and they defend.
Oh,
so.
yeah, that we'll get into that.
Okay.
Yeah. But so yeah, they're all forming up their troops, and they need a rest, so they're gonna stand here for a while.
Yeah, which is good for us because we need a rest as well.
Yeah, definitely. Hurry up, guys!
Hurry up! Yeah.
Hurry up! Can you attack already? I'm about to fall asleep.
We always have this joke that a lot of times people forget that the people defending have to wait for the attackers to deploy. So like.
Oh God.
Yeah. So like we're always like. Sometimes we'll get players that are attacking and they deploy, and then they're like, "Hurry up!" And it's like,
"Hurry
dude,
up! Are you guys still deploying?" It's like, you guys realize our deployments are separate, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have to wait for you to finish, and that happens so often. It's
I
really
know.
funny. We always joke about it.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna start moving forward and marching up their splendid looking
yes.
troops. Look at those ladders, man. I love ladders. Siege
Yeah.
equipment battles. This is where it's at. I'm sorry. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't even want to go back to artillery. I mean, this is...
Me neither. And let us know what you guys think about this, because we think this is so much more cinematic and cool,
Yeah.
more true
And
to the
epic.
times.
You can say epic.
Yeah. Yeah, epic, bro.
Epic, so epic. Yeah.
Ride the barrel and get pitted. So pitted.
Uh,
So yeah, they're just going down this one lane. They're all together, supporting each other, which is good. It's really important to support your teammate.
yeah.
He's gonna lead the push with his armored sergeants, and we're gonna fire down and let loose some arrows.
Yeah, we were
We're
actually...
not gonna let those ladders get to us. Heck
Yeah,
no.
we're gonna let them walk free up here, but we were actually focusing down the more expensive units.
Yes, we were trying to target high value because we don't have a ton of archers, so it was very important to
Use our
take
ammo.
out the heavyweights.
Yeah, use the ammo wisely.
But at the same time, we wanted to get rid of these the ladder bearers here. We wanted to make sure they didn't actually get the ladders to the walls.
Yeah, and we've
So-
got our little gate defense here. We're using our pike militia mixed with some very
Tattered units.
depleted
Yeah,
infantry.
exactly. So those are his pikes with my messed up infantry. And there, look, we managed to rout the armored sergeants carrying the ladders. So
This
they
is
didn't
pretty
get the
funny.
ladders up.
Because EmperorGreatUnkown, he's like, you had one job.
Yeah, I laughed at that. Yeah, we were. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And he's actually moving to the side. Good move here by EmperorGreatUnkown. He's
Yeah.
spreading out his attack, which is a smart move for sure.
Got some rotting pavies.
Which is amazing. We don't want them
The enemy have ladders at
shooting
the
down our
walls.
dudes. And
We
now the
down
Imperials.
attackers. Give them
Be
skill.
quiet. Be quiet now.
I know.
All right. Is that really necessary? Now he's gonna charge up now. His Imperial Knights made it. I moved my. Now I did say I had one unit of Feudal Knights. Correction, I have two. So
units.
for some reason I thought I had one. It's because I had so many mixed units. But
Yeah.
this is the unit I'm using to defend, as well as a unit of men-at-arms, and I'm gonna sandwich them. The good old sandwich.
Good
With some,
old
Italian
Venetian
bread.
sandwich. Yeah, Italian bread. With
I love how that came together.
some German meat.
Yeah, with some German meat. With some brats.
Yeah, brat sandwich. Oh my god. Well, now I know what the title is this video. Brat sandwich.
But so more ladders are
enemy
coming
have
up.
ladders
He
at the
sent
walls.
more
We
armored
down the
sergeants
attackers.
to
Give them
Oh,
skill.
they're
do
breaking.
the job for him. But look, one of the ladders they didn't put up. They only
Oh, yeah.
grabbed two and put up. That's really funny. Maybe it's because they didn't have enough men or something. And look, now they're storming. I broke the Imperial Knights rather quickly, and now
Yeah.
the Italian troops are coming up to mess with me.
I think he should have let his men rest a little bit longer.
Agreed. I mean, we weren't complaining,
No,
so
our men were rested up.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I have all my pavo, or not my, I can't, what am I even saying? My pavi's
The enemy are
crossbows.
battering
Yeah,
down
that-
our
that-
gates.
that-
No, blah. I don't have pavi's. I just have standard crossbowmen. But I have
Which I
them all
like,
lined
actually.
up.
I think they're
Yeah,
cool looking.
yeah, you don't see them as much. But
Yeah,
I
you
have them
don't.
lined up, ready to shoot at them at the walls.
Yeah. Which is the really awesome to see. If you look at their from their perspective, if guys come up on the walls, that is death to whoever goes up on the
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah, this is definitely a strategy you must use if you're doing no artillery and you're defending.
Absolutely. Look at these two these two crossbow militia who are up on the wall fighting the sword and buckler. I mean, they're just two of them from a bigger unit that
Yeah.
got off the wall. It's
Because
so funny.
you know the walls aren't buggy at all.
Yeah.
and-
Oh no. And no, they're only buggy for EmperorGreatUnkown.
Yeah. No, they're really buggy.
Yeah,
And
they're ridiculous. So everyone who plays this game is always
complaining about the
messing
walls.
with complaining and messing with units, constantly giving them orders to get the hell off the walls. You know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You have to like constantly tell them to get off.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
But okay, so down the center he was shooting at us with Pavis, so we decided to charge out because we
Yeah,
weren't gonna have that.
Yeah, we weren't gonna. Yeah, we weren't gonna have none of that.
Ain't
So I
none.
rushed all of my depleted units at him. Apollo using his defensive pikes so we could pull back, and look, we broke the Pobby. So that was a good move.
Yeah.
Though the Forlorn Hope are here, and these
Yeah.
dudes are ready for a fight. Look at them messing
It was
stuff up.
it was a suicide mission.
It was.
They saved lives though. They saved lives. Actually, the rest of my dismounted noble knights are fighting. I only had like 11 of them.
Yeah, they're doing some work.
Overhead smash.
So there, my units start to break. I tried to pull them back. Look at the general. The Emperor Great Unknown's general's moving in now, trying to slay some French noble knights.
That bastard.
And now those poor noble. Look at them. They're so awesome. They came down to just a couple men and they held their ground up there.
Yeah.
Actually, they died without even routing all of their men. That's amazing.
respect
Noble
that.
knights are so great.
Respect that.
I do too.
So it looks like you're supporting my line here with some more pike militia. Originally you had it in this alleyway over here, and we figured they weren't going to go that way, so you might as well
It's
just
time
support.
to double up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he makes it through your pikes, well, he's gonna have to make it through mine too. So it was a good little position to be in. And they're only attacking from this point, really. We have some guys going up the walls. We had a units flanking, but we dispatched them really quickly. There's some dead Imperials we killed.
Over on that wall.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, the Norman Knights are just standing here, way in the back here. You see this in this street alleyway?
Yeah, man was. I mean, I think if he would have sent his force on this sidewall up this ladder, that would have been really a good move.
You had like one Venetian heavy right here.
Yeah.
He could have overwhelmed it, got behind them, got behind our pikemen. It would have been devastating.
It would have been really, really devastating. And when you're attacking like that and you're seeing your teammate, even if you don't agree with his rush, he might have maybe not agreed with it, still, you're going to lose the battle if you don't support him. So even if you, like I said, you don't agree, if he's going to do it, you better do it too. So
it's your best
find
bet.
a way to flank. Yeah. You can't control what they do, but you can control what you do, you know, so try to support him.
So you're making a
Another
good
sandwich. I'm killing more. These troops are just coming up. They're dying right away. Look at that. Stand no chance against us. Our pikes are doing really, really a good job on the front, holding back this Y-hand and the Forlorn Hope. So the Emperor was really, he was always making the mad pushes, and he wanted in, you know, all the time. Sicily was a little more. Now he's actually moving forward. His
I actually
Knights.
messaged. I'm like, "Are you gonna help your teammate out?"
You did. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we feel bad for the teammates too, guys. I mean, even if they're our opponents.
Yeah, we want them to see him. We want to see him do well.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want to see people do horribly when we fight. Now I actually moved forward my Venetian heavy infantry, so that way the pikes could be used defensively, because if units do get into the pike wall, it'll completely disrupt it, and they'll use swords, which pikes with swords are the worst units like ever.
Yeah, it's tough to fight.
And now the Sicilian is going up 2 ladders, so he has some Norman dismounted men-at-arms going up the right ladder. He has some Norman Knights going up the left. Actually, now he's pulling off
retreating.
of that.
Yeah, he's gonna go to that far
side wall there. Now he sees that as an opportunity, though. We're already getting rid of the Holy Roman Empire. My Venetian heavies are taking him down, so the Holy Roman doesn't have much left to take the keep with. So him flanking, we can now just move over and defend it, because it is undefended right now, and he saw that. But so did we.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with this maneuver, I mean, it is smart, but it's gonna take us a much quicker time to get over there compared to him. You know, he has to climb up a ladder.
Exactly. So. He has to run all the way around plus climb up ladder. We just have to walk up
the wall.
And onto the wall. It's really easy. Or just walk across as we're doing right now. See, this is a door. We can walk from here out this door. See that? Oh, that was cool. That was perfect timing. That was really cool. So yeah, it's really easy to maneuver on the walls when you're trying to when there aren't units in the way and you're not trying to actually walk off the walls usually.
Yeah.
It's more responsive. But look at the general from Emperor Great Unknown. He's going ham
Oh,
right
man.
now.
The general would not die. He is
No,
going
he would
nuts.
not. Absolutely bonkers. But we have pikes. It's like, not
Yeah.
coming in, buddy.
Yeah.
So now we have some units from the Holy Roman even coming up now, as well as men-at-arms. But I do have a unit of dismounted feudal knights, and feudal knights are great defensive
Yeah.
units. They will hold the line.
I mean, they're gonna take care of these men-at-arms.
They are.
He also
And
has
my-
Imperial
Yeah,
knights.
these guys actually have attack, not armor, so they look like classic knights with chainmail and the like iron helmets.
Yeah. Look pretty cool.
I guess they might be steel actually.
If you zoom in, they have like little golden crosses
Yeah.
on the bottom there. But yeah,
Oh,
this
shoot.
is a mass charge up this ladder.
Yeah, and they're little like skirt things. I don't know what you want to
Yeah,
call
I
those.
don't-
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we have them sandwiched. I have some men-at-arms and feudal sandwiching his Normans. So now his concentration is all on one side. Look what's attacking the gate. Cue the cricket noise. There's like nothing here, you know, just dead
Yeah.
bodies. Though he does have his general.
Yeah.
But look, okay, we have our pikes here, and pikes should kill Cab, right? Well, no, because pikes are stupid and want to fight with their swords. So
I know,
the
right?
general is just cutting up our guys. He has the Forlorn protecting him as well, so they're going to be doing some work.
Yeah, we're just
But-
trying to push
Our
him
men are
out.
winning the
Yeah, we want to
battle.
assassinate him
If
so we can
continue
focus the
like
rest.
this,
But,
we will
you know, we have a
smash
ton
the
of
enemy.
units coming over this way. Apollo's really smartly setting up his crossbows to shoot at this juicy target. Look at all these dudes.
Point blank.
Point blank.
So
Look at those bolts lit up.
juicy.
Tuk, 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 tuk. Oh, they're shooting up in the air. That's not cool. You're supposed to shoot straight. That's still
I
good,
know.
though.
It's the ones in the back.
Oh, I saw the front unit do it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll make sure to fire
Fair
him.
enough. Yeah, whoever's that drill sergeant or the
I know.
sergeant for that unit needs to get fired immediately.
He needs to learn how to shoot a crossbow. We also have a tower here as well. It's firing at the enemy.
We do, and the towers came in handy
Yeah.
to help take down their strength.
So at this
yeah,
point,
you know,
go ahead.
It's over, and you know, honestly, we didn't give them enough money. This was an impossible deal for them. There's no way they could have won. It's impossible, right, to take a fortress like this without double money. We'd have to be total war gods to do it, right?
The battle
Yeah.
is very much in our
There goes the general.
Who remains
There goes the
I give
Great Unknown
I give
general.
respect to that general.
We must
I
He
do
fought
too. He
bravely.
fought very bravely, very bravely.
All right, so what the Ryan King was referencing there, basically, the
man.
two attackers, Emperor Great Unknown and was Mayan.
Man 7-7.
They were saying that they didn't have enough money, in that it's,
It was mainly the Emperor Great Unknown.
but he felt like that he should have double the amount of the
He said it would have been impossible to take a fortress without double money.
Yeah.
Now, a 12k advantage, that's a hefty amount of money to take a castle or a fortress, you know. It's not impossible to take it. Or maybe it is, I don't know. But, I mean, there are things he could have done here. I mean, look at this. Is this their best? I mean, all of their units in one concentration? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here.
Well,
but,
I mean,
what do you think?
I think the biggest problem they did was not bring enough siege equipment.
I think
and-
that I agree, and they didn't spread. They didn't actually use. You know, they have still ladders
Yeah.
in the background over there that
Like,
they didn't even use.
If they brought a ton and then just sent a bunch of ladders all to this front, like the first wall, he would have overwhelmed my men like much quicker.
Yeah,
My men and your men as well held so long for that first wall. We got so many kills.
they did, and the reason for that was because he was coming through with a lot of his units in one through the first gate, which it's no sweat to defend that. You don't
Yeah.
have to really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
just need like 3, 4 units, and you can
Yeah,
fight
your
off
units-
like 10.
Yeah, your units are gonna lose eventually, but they're gonna do so much damage that you're not gonna come back from it.
Yeah.
So now,
But
yeah, we're just surrounding the Normans at this point. And look at this, we set up an anti-retreat
yeah,
because this is what's
yeah,
left.
no
okay?
prisoners.
Nothing's left.
Yeah.
And if they retreat, which they will, they're gonna go down the ladder and run into a pikes and just eat it.
Yeah, they found this funny as well. So.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, so they said it was impossible to attack without double money, especially without artillery. And didn't one of them say that you would have to be a total war god?
Yeah, we'd have to be total war gods to win. It's just absolutely impossible. So we're like, Apollo was like, want a rematch? We'll do
Yeah.
the same exact rules, same map, same everything.
Yeah.
And Mayan, he was the first to say, yeah, let's do it. And then the EmperorGreatUnkown was like, sure. So we decided on a rematch because we wanted to see maybe we did the money setup.
Yeah.
We could have been wrong. I mean, this is something new.
Yeah,
but we felt personally like a 12K was a huge advantage. Like we were trying something that we were trying to purposely challenge ourselves. We weren't trying to give ourselves an edge by any means. But so yeah, we wanted to flip the tables and attack and see if our rules were unfair.
So good news for you guys. Tomorrow there'll be another siege where we're attacking.
Our men have
Exactly.
captured the enemy
There goes the
general.
general.
Guard
God.
him well and make it so he can
Okay, my
see
guy
us
said
defeat
capture,
the
but
rest
yet
of
it
his
showed
army.
him getting sliced down.
Yeah, well, if you capture units that you're killing them, like you're right now, like if you watch them, they're capturing them, but they look like they're killing
Oh,
them.
right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
kind
Our
of
men are
funny.
winning the
It
battle.
just show them like jump
If we
on him and
continue like
handcuff
this,
him.
Yeah.
we'll smash the enemy.
They just like put their foot, like knock him down, step on him.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So,
that was,
I mean, yeah, well,
it was a lot of fun.
yeah, it was. It was a really, really fun siege and really good game to our opponents.
Yeah.
You know.
I appreciate, all the time and all the battles, and we are starting something new, so we don't really know how to balance this perfectly yet.
Perfectly, yeah.
So we
But that's
appreciate
part
the
of the
experiment. Yeah.
Exactly.
All of Christendom
Thanks for being
will
our
be
test
awed by
subjects.
our
Yeah.
victory here today.
Right, and there they go. They admit defeat, and looks like these Sicilians are fighting to the death. There we go.
So here are the results. Check it out. Check it out.
So
It's,
holy crap, ranking, like share some of the kills. No,
My men do not like to share the blood, man.
no, they
No, but
wanted.
That was like so much fun. It was a blast. And to me, kills don't really mean anything. I mean, you could be just in a better situation, but like if you hold longer, that could be more important and crucial to the siege.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So yeah, those are the kills. Really good job to our opponents trying to take down our fortress there.
Yeah. EmperorGreatUnkown getting 700 kills. That's pretty good.
That's a hefty amount of kills.
Yeah, that's a solid
I lost
number.
493 and
Oh,
Paul
wow.
lost 516.
Wow. Not only did you get most of the kills, you lost the less.
Yeah, I mean, I did bring less men than you, so that
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
But man, I really enjoyed this battle. It was a really good time.
Yeah,
So I
I-
hope you guys really enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys thought.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see more of the siege equipment battles, or do you prefer the arty? Just let us know, because we're definitely want to hear what your thoughts on it.
Yeah, if you want to see more, I'll be more than happy to play more siege battles like this. By the way, this is a new challenge. It's called the Total War God Siege. No. Are you Total War gods? Go ahead, and if you want to have a fun little siege, try the same scenario. Do a fortress. Give the attackers 30k, give the defenders 18k, and see what happens. See if you
Yeah,
can.
and see if you can attack and become a god.
Yeah.
Because you're about to find out if we are total war gods or not.
Yeah, tomorrow. Look out tomorrow. There will be a siege where we're attacking. Same exact map, same scenario, same snow, everything. So I hope you enjoyed
Just
this,
reverse.
and you'll get another dose.
Sounds amazing. We
So-
will see you guys
Yeah, we'll see you then
in heaven.
in heaven.
Bye.